curious. You probably know someone who is incredibly smart, yet somehow constantly underachieving. Their brain processes complex information with ease, but they can't seem to direct their own attention for more than a few minutes. This is exactly what a young boy named Kabir experienced. He was naturally intelligent, but his mind operated on a hair trigger, practically incapable of holding on to a single objective. Every time he sat down to read or study, the smallest stimulus would hijack his brain. A notification on his phone, a game across the room, or just friends talking outside was enough to completely derail his workflow. Kabir's father recognized the danger here. He warned his son that an unguided intellect is like a wild horse. It has massive power, but without a rider, it will just bolt into the wilderness. Having a high IQ doesn't guarantee you'll reach your goals. If you can't control where you point that mental energy, your intelligence merely accelerates you in the wrong direction. Think of raw intelligence as a high-performance engine. Without the steering wheel of mental discipline, all that pure, raw potential is rendered completely useless. To fix this, Kabir's father brought him to an intervention specialist, an old teacher named Guruji. Guruji didn't give Kabir a lecture. Instead, he tested his baseline focus with a physical challenge. He handed Kabir a full glass of water and told him to walk a lap around a busy garden without spilling a single drop. Naturally, the environment won. Every time a bird chirped or other children laughed, Kabir looked away. By the time he finished, half the glass was empty. Guruji used this failure to introduce a mechanical framework for human attention. This diagram illustrates exactly what happened to Kabir in that garden. The glass represents your defined goal, and the water inside is your finite pool of daily focus. Those noise waves are your surrounding environment. It's the constant, chaotic noise of the world that actively threatens to drain your focus pool if you leave it unguarded. Human attention is naturally defenseless against its environment. Until you deliberately build a mechanical filter between your brain and the world, your focus will always be spilled by whoever or whatever demands it. Kabir understood mechanics isn't enough. He had to actually build that filter, and the initial friction of changing his behavior was incredibly intense. He started with micro-adjustments to build a baseline routine. He forced himself to wake up at the exact same time every day and placed strict limits on his phone access. He also added a few minutes of morning meditation. He didn't treat this as a spiritual exercise, but as a purely mechanical tool to train his mind to hold steady on a single point. During this phase, he experienced massive psychological resistance. His brain constantly craved its old distractions, and his mind constantly wandered. This animation shows what mental discipline actually looks like in practice. It is not the ability to maintain perfect, unbroken focus. It is the active, repetitive motion of catching your wandering mind and physically pulling it back to the present task. By repeating that painful motion over several weeks, the friction yielded a compounding return on investment. Kabir's memory retention sharply increased, and his academic grades measurably improved. The true act of discipline isn't about eliminating distractions entirely. It is about mastering your recovery time, shrinking the gap between the moment your focus breaks and the moment you step it back. 1 year later, Kabir's new mental architecture faced its ultimate stress test, a high-stakes, time-restricted national academic competition. The test was packed with complex, multi-layered problems. As the clock ticked down, untrained students quickly succumbed to pressure, their minds fracturing into widespread panic. Kabir, however, applied the glass of water framework in real time. He deliberately tuned out the environmental anxiety filling the room, locking his entire attention pool onto a single question at a time. When the results were announced, that trained calmness translated into a decisive victory. This case study proves a very specific reality. A highly disciplined mind will systematically overpower raw talent, luck, and unguided intelligence every single time. You might feel a spark of motivation right now watching this, but that inspiration is entirely useless without immediate behavioral change. Your next chapter of success remains completely theoretical until the exact moment you make the choice to discipline your mind. Start today.